Today we're going to have a look at the issue we have with the steering column. So under the dashboard, when I first got it, the steering column bushes were absolutely mashed. As you can see here, that's supposed to be nice and round and smooth and a low friction surface for the actual steering column. It is not. So underneath the dashboard we've got really poor access. I'm trying to get to it. I'll take this out, give it a quick clean, put it on the bench, have a look how it all goes together, show you how it's supposed to be done properly, and then we'll come back and approach putting it back in the car. And hopefully by the end of the day we'll have a steering wheel, steering column, ignition wiring, indicator stalks, wiper stalks, etc. fitted, and we'll try and actually go for a start of the car. How does that sound? So I've just had a quick look at the steering column and had a look at the old bushing. I think it's quite obvious what's gone wrong. This thing is absolutely mashed. So you can see the difference. This is also another old one, so it's not another brand new one. So this has been previously fitted. There is an alignment groove. You can see it there, which goes into the steering column, and they have massively missed it and just tightened and tightened and tightened with that one. That is done. So have a look at this. We've got a spring which is tapered. I'm going to put the wide end in first, and then we align this groove on top. A cutout which is already in the steering column, and provide pressure, and that's what takes up all the rattle and shake and vibration out of it. So we're going to have to do the majority of the rebuild actually in the car, because it's going to be held under tension. So these bushes all seem quite good. They seem fine. I'm just going to put some lube on them anyway, just because there are signs of wear on the column itself. I've gone through and I've cleaned up this end as well, because there's a lot of friction putting this on and taking this off. Could be misshapen, I'm not sure yet. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. As for the old bushings, they are done. Continuing on the steering column, we have to make sure we get it all back on in the right order, which potentially wasn't even right last time. So we're going to drop on the nylon, maybe they're not nylon, the bushings, we'll leave it at that. The bottom one has got a tiny bit of grease on it. I'm going to put a bit of silicone spray in there anyway, which is great stuff and nasty stuff at the same time. You get it on anything you want painting, you will never get paint to stick to it. This has clearly been fitted both ways up before, so I don't mark from nuts and washers. This is going to take a bit of wriggling. We're not going to align everything until we have actually got all the nuts and bolts on. Could have been part of the problem before. You got to be in 3 places at once just to get it to align. see how we go. The old nuts, the non-locking nuts, and they were the ones on the steering column. So they're rubbish, they're not going back on. I'm going to put some stainless steel ones on with a bit of a grip. I haven't got any shaker washers to put on, but they'll be a damn sight better than what was on there before. So at least these other ones are locking nuts. I'm going to wonder and try not to struggle. It's my favourite job, so it's working on the footwell of a car. Absolute favourite. Excuse my double shins. I hope the tripod doesn't fall over as well. Oh yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh. This is what you should see. Need to wear eye protection to do a job like this. Dropping a nut on me, don't I? So under here on the bottom of the steering column there's actually some adjustment. Say about 20 mil forward and backwards. So it's as much as an inch. But then we can adjust the height here of the actual steering column. But I think the main part is going to be denoted by these nuts here being done up. Oh, I'm just taking the extension off, I actually need it. So this ratchet set I've got here is one of the Halfords Professional, Halfords Advanced ones. It's travelled all over the world, wherever I've lived. And I've only ever broken the large ratchet on it. Oh, and a torque bit. It's been absolutely brilliant. My dad bought it for me for my 19th birthday. Probably enough, probably the last time I owned an RS Turbo. When I owned an RS Turbo last time though, it wasn't even a classic car, it was just a car. That standard, it's not going to work. Ideal on camera. Right, it's never been this that's damaged the bushes in the past. It's going to be putting the steering wheel on, which definitely means it's going to be a three-man job. I'll do it on my own, I guess. Yeah, all is well there. This badger is strangely tight. So I'm going to put some good old cheapo silicone spray on it. Not before having something to catch it and wipe it off. This in theory should just fit like a glove. But guess what? It does not. Minimal pressure on it now. I'm just trying to fix it on. It's tight already and still got like another inch to go. You know what, it could be absolutely fine because last time it wouldn't pull through because the bush was all mashed up. So maybe it's actually okay. This is what I took out last time. This sits on here as like a little bit of a guide. Oh, you know what, I didn't go in first. No, I don't think it does. No, I don't think it does. Get rid of that. I've got a new one in the packet here. I've been assured if you read it, it does have the forward markings on it. Oh, it definitely does. You're not going to be able to see that on the camera though. But it definitely does have the forward markings on it. Ah, but still, could be a reproduction. Who even knows? Squeeze my chins again. Are we ready for steering wheel? Oh, so you has to go on there first. Everything? Yeah, I think it's everything. Plastic's the lot.
Keep that in mind, our design is trying to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks like waves. So unreal, didn't look down below. Watch the time go right out the window.
The backing, which is really poorly held on with the cable tie, had come off again. So I had to take it off and do it all over again anyway. So at this point here, like I say, I wanted to get the key in the ignition. You have to get the key in the ignition to release the steering lock. You see this plunger's just shot back up then. So on the inside of the steering wheel, you've got all these rings here which control your steering lock. And with that plunger down, the steering wheel will not go into place. As we are here, we are in. So I can only get a couple of rings on here, a couple of threads. And I'm conscious that this is the cause of all the damage previously. So I'm going to see how we get on here. I'm trying to set this up in such a way where I can actually get a nut on the back of it. Just slowly tighten this up. So the wheels are sitting pretty straight. This has on the steering column, it's got a hexagonal shaft on it, which will fit into the steering wheel. Not like the splines you get on more modern cars. This one will only go in certain places. So 6 sides hexagonal, so it can only be a sixth out. Really, and with the wheels being straight, it's a no-brainer. It's got to be in the right place. Right, let's see how we can get on with this. This might be hilarious to watch as I try and fiddle down here to get this in place. Let's have a ratchet. I could ask my beautiful assistant to come out, but I'm not going to. You know what? That looks really close already. Really close doesn't mean that it's right. Still a bit of friction. Could simply be the spring on the inside. You know what, that looks pretty good. I thought this was actually involved in doing this job, just putting the steering wheel on and off. Quite impressive. Spray this and then vacate because it's horrible stuff. Oh dear. There isn't gas everywhere like there was last time. It's got more of a liquid. Oh, look at that. Actually got free movement. It was so tight last time. There was nothing. It still isn't tight on the shaft, mind. I have got it aligned underneath, by the way. Just give it a quick check. That feels so much better. Actually feels like a steering wheel. Incredible. I'm going to finish tightening that up. Oh, I didn't show you, but you can see if you rewind the video, on the inside of the horn is the it's locked in place. That's helpful. Is the horn push rings. There are two contacts which have got grease on them. I've made sure they are clean and free of debris. Still got the old grease on mine. I haven't re-greased them as such. Still got the old grease on. Oh, amazing, amazing. I can't even tell you how satisfying that is. It all sits, looks and feels right. Brilliant, brilliant. So chuffed. So chuffed. Winner.